Question number 15 then, and it's a very similar question to one of the ones earlier where we were looking at deducing the balanced equation of a reaction, but this time we're given two balanced equations and we need to decide which one is correct. So we've got copper reacting with silver nitrate, displacement reaction, and these are the two possibilities of the equations that we could have. So we could either have 1-to-1 ratios all the way through, or we could have a 1-to-2 ratio of the reactants forming a 1-to-2 ratio of the products. Now we're given some crucial information in the question, and we're told that the student found that exactly 25.4 grams of copper reacted with an excess of silver nitrate to produce exactly 86.4 grams of silver. So we've been given some masses. We've been given some relative atomic masses, so you can probably guess what it is we're going to do next. We are going to find the number of moles of each of these substances that we have. So we've got copper, that's our reactant. We've got silver, that's our product. Now, we've got our masses in the question. So the mass of copper is 25.4. The mass of silver is 86.4. Now, you can probably see where we're going. If we're calculating moles, we might as well write it out as what's the mass of Mr. Mole Rat, just to keep in touch with what we've done before. So the relative formula mass of copper, we're told in the question over here, remember you can find it in the periodic table as well, is 63.5, and the relative atomic mass of silver is 108. To find the number of moles, we lay it out this way for a reason. We're doing mass divided by relative mass, so the number of moles of copper we have is 0.4, and the number of moles of silver we have is 0.8. Now, if you've got this far, really well done, because out of the 3 marks, you've done the hard bit already. You've got 2 of them. You've found the number of moles of copper, you've found the number of moles of silver that's reacting. But where do we go from here? Well, we've got that ratio part at the bottom, so we can find the ratio of copper to silver. So if we divide both of these numbers by the smaller of the 2, which in this case is 0.4, we get an answer of 1-to-2. So what this is telling you is that copper and silver react and form in a 1-to-2 ratio. So if we look at our equations, in equation 1, 1 mole of copper reacted to form 1 mole of silver. But in equation 2, 1 mole of copper reacts to form 2 moles of silver. So in equation 1, we've got a 1-to-1 ratio, but in equation 2, we've got a 1-to-2 ratio. And the ratio we've calculated down here matches the ratio in equation 2, so therefore the one that is correct must be equation 2, and that will get you your third and final mark. Now, if you just wrote equation 2 and didn't justify it, you wouldn't get any marks for this. You need to justify it and support it with a calculation, because it has asked you to use a calculation and the information above.